Dédé Wilson, and I'm going to show you how to make peanut butter frosting for cake balls. I've written a book called Cake Balls, and I just want to tell you a little bit about my approach to cake balls. So many start with a box cake mix and canned frosting, and to my taste, they're just too sweet. And like with all baked goods, if you start from scratch and you use really high quality ingredients, you're going to end up with a better tasting result. So when I develop different flavor combinations for cake balls, I think of it in terms of the cake, whatever that's going to be, yellow cake, white cake, chocolate cake, and then don't limit yourself to frosting that's going to be combined with that cake. It could be jam, it could be lemon curd, it could be a fancier buttercream, or in this case, peanut butter. So my interpretation, instead of peanut butter frosting that would have extra sugar put in it, I use straight peanut butter because we want that peanut butter flavor. So these cake balls are going to ultimately be dipped in milk chocolate, and they're going to taste like your favorite peanut butter milk chocolate candy. So I start with a yellow cake that's already been baked, and I've just crumbled it into some big chunks. The recipe for this cake, which I call super easy yellow cake, is in my book Cake Balls, and I'm going to add peanut butter to the cake in the mixer bowl. Now this is a peanut butter that has hydrogenated fat and sugar added, so not a natural peanut butter. Just, you know, the kind of peanut butter that most of us grew up with. Has a really smooth texture. That's the kind you want. And we're going to use the mixer to help mix in this peanut butter because it's so sticky. I'm going to do it on a fairly low speed because really all I'm trying to do is bring those two ingredients together. Going to need to stop it at least once. Make sure that peanut butter is getting mixed in with the cake and isn't sticking on the blade. Scrape it down once. Now you see how the cake is, it's just the peanut butter is mixed throughout evenly, and the peanut butter is allowing the cake to stick together so we'll be able to form our balls. This is a Pyrex pie plate. I use them all the time in the kitchen to receive ingredients. They're so versatile, they're inexpensive, and of course they're great for pies. They're actually my favorite pie dish as well. This scoop is going to help you form the cake balls evenly, and they'll have a nice round shape. It'll keep your yield in check, and it's one of the things that's going to help your cake balls look really professional because they'll all be the exact same size. So the technique of forming the balls is that you're going to go into the bowl with your scoop, overfill it, start drawing the mixture to the side of the bowl, compressing the mixture into the scoop as you go, and then you can just use the top of the bowl to scrape off. And that way we have a really evenly formed cake ball. Then pop it out into your hand, give it a couple of little rotations there. You want it as round as possible, and that's it. And you'll just do this until you use up all the batter. This step is great to do with kids. One of you can be scooping, one of you can be rolling, and it's not hard. You know, it just takes a little while, and if you have two people in the kitchen, it'll go that much more quickly. And most of the recipes in my cake ball book make about 50 or 60 balls per recipe. So you would just keep rolling them until they're done. And then at this point, they need to refrigerate for a few hours or overnight. So if you're going to break down the recipe over a day or two, you would get it to this stage and then you'd come back. So once they're done, you would just wrap this up with plastic wrap, put it in the fridge. And I've got some that are already chilled and they're much firmer, and it's at this stage that you would dip them in chocolate. In this case, with this recipe, I like to dip them in milk chocolate. When you dip your cake balls in melted chocolate while the chocolate is still wet, you could sprinkle some additional peanuts on top. That gives people a little hint as to what's inside, and you can see how the inside is just moist. And like I said, these are just like your favorite chocolate peanut butter candy bar, but better because you made them at home, used really high quality chocolate, really, really delicious. Over 60 cake ball recipes in my book, everything from creme brulee cake balls to German chocolate cake balls, lemon, all kinds of flavors. They're easy to make, great to make with kids. Go to Bakepedia.com, the baker's resource, for more information, and I'd love to hear about some of the cake balls that you're going to make.